morning, students. Today I'm going to take English class for class 6. Today I'm going to start lesson 2, that is the Christmas feast. Christmas feast is the celebration of birth of Jesus Christ. This story is about the Christmas feast, and all the children are enjoying the Christmas festival a lot. His active little crutch was heard upon the floor. Tiny Tim was escorted by his brother and sister to his stool beside the fire. Meanwhile, Bob, turning up his cough, compounded some hot mixture in a jug with a gin and lemon and stirred it round and put it on the Bob to smear. Master Peter and the two ubiquitous young creatures went to fetch the goose, with which they soon returned in high procession. Here, his active little crutches. Crutches means here a T-shaped stick that fits under the arm, used for a support for walking. This stick is used for all people when they cannot walk properly, to support their body to walk. That is called crutch. Okay, he kept his active little crutch was hurt on the floor. He kept his stick on the floor, and tiny little Tim was escorted means to company with his brother and sister to his stool. Here, stool means a chair. Stool means chair, to sit beside the fire. Meanwhile, Bob, turning his cuff. Here, cuff, cuff, cuff is end part of shirt sleeve. When we have a shirt with long hands, there is the end part of sleeve is called scuff, and that he folded his scuff and compounded. Compounded means mix some mixture in a jug with a liquid alcohol and lemon and stir it. Stir means take a spoon and shake it in the jug and round and put it on the hob. Here, hob, H-O-B. H-O-B, hob means stove that we use for cooking. Okay, stove में हम लोग खाना बनाते हैं. Stove, to steamer or to boil the juice mixed with gin and lemon. He makes it into juice, stir it, mixtures nicely, and he boils it with a fire. The Master Peter and two little ubiquitous means omnipresent. हर जगह प्रेजेंट होता है एक टाइम में. At one moment, every time present. And he was fetch means to go and get something. So young creatures were sent to fetch a goose. Goose, a long neck duck. Goose, a long lamba garden haswala goose, with which they soon returned in high procession. They came by with high procession. The first paragraph is the father, master, came with his stick and kept the stick, and little Tim came inside and sat on a chair near the fire, and the elder brother of Tim, Bob, he took up a scoff and mixed with gin and lemon in the jug, stir it nicely and boil it. And the master and his two ubiquitous young creatures went to fetch goose and returned in high procession. That is in the first paragraph. And there was in the second paragraph such a bustle, means so much noise was there. A goose was a rarest bird, मतलब अजीब सा चिड़िया था घूस जो. It is completely different from other birds. In trust was something very like it in the house. सबसे अजीब सा अलग था वो घर में. Christmas celebration का time. During the Christmas celebration, Mr. Cruchet, Mrs. that means the mother of the children, Cruchet made a gravy झोल का साथ a special dish, okay, and like she made a gravy in the suspan and boil it till it was hot, and Master Peter smashed the potato. Boil one, he smashed the potato. Gura, he made it little bit smashing potatoes with great energy. Tim beside his father sitting down at the corner of the table looking his father how the father is smashing the potatoes. The young little Crusaders sat on the set chair for everybody. A Bob and another boy, they are arranging table and chair nicely for the celebration of Christmas, not forgetting themselves and mounting guard upon the post crammed spoon. They put inside the crammed spoon. They were eating quietly spoons into their mouth, lest they should shriek for goose before their turn came to be helped. So, while they were arranging, see here everything is arranged, table and chair are arranged. His children were arranging. While arranging, they were also eating the special dish quietly with a spoon. And when everything was set, सब तैयारी हो गया. At that moment, everything dish was put on the table and grace, here grace means prathna, praying before eating, was said. Everybody were silent and there was no noise. Everybody praying to God. Mrs. Crucets looking slowly, idhar udhar dekh rahi, all alone, curving knife prepared to pluck. Pluck means to cut with a knife in a breast. When she did, and when the long expected gas of stuffing issued forth, one murmur delighted arose all around that broad, around the broad. So when they were सब विनती करने का समय चुपचाप था, शांत था, उसी समय एक one of the person murmur means kusur making noise in a low voice. Murmur means making noise in a low voice. Delighted arose all around. He said that even Tiny Tim, excited by the two young creatures, beat on the table. Now starting to beat on the table, they started beating drum, making noise. Okay, nice music, beating on the table. Beat on the table with the handles of his knife and feebly cried, "Hurrah!" And feebly means kamjor, weakly. He said, "Hurrah! Let us celebrate." They said, and they started beating the table. Drum beating karne laga. So there never was such a goose. मतलब वो घूस भी नहीं था ऐसा. Bob said he did not believe that there was such a goose cooked. He never expected that goose was not a goose, but it was made, cooked. Its tenderness flavor, so nice. Tenderness flavors means taste, and size were the theme of universal admiration. Taste, then goose cooked was a universal theme. Along with the apple juice and smashed potato, it was a sufficient dinner. मतलब sufficient dinner for the whole family, and they enjoyed eating. Mr. Crusade sat with great delight, surveying one small atom of the bone upon the dish. Everything he looked, this means the special item, khane ka cheez dish they had eaten. So, eaten it all at last, yet everyone had enough, and the youngest crochet in particular were stiffed and said that onion in eyebrows. So the plate being changed by Mrs. Blandy, Mrs. Crochet left the room alone to take the pudding up and bring it in. So this is the story, the first part, how the parents prepare special dish for the celebration of Christmas, and the goose was very strangely prepared. They prepare potato, etc. So next class we will start the second page of the lesson. For today I stop here, and tomorrow we'll come back and we'll learn the second part of the or second page of the lesson. Thank you.